welcome to another RSR. Tonight we are reviewing Suriname 0, Mexico 2 in CONCACAF Nations League 2023 League A Group A. Suriname 0, 2 Mexico en la Liga de Nations de la CONCACAF Liga A Grupo A 2023. Mexico with a win, their first win in their first game in the Diego Coca era. But it wasn't a big win. It was you did enough. You did enough, and you didn't look good for 45 minutes. And you honestly didn't look good until the 60th minute. Until Suriname started getting tired. But the 45-minute mark, halftime, right at 45, 0-0, 0-0. Suriname looked great. Goalkeeping was amazing. The defense was in the right places at the right time when they were making plays against Mexico. Mexico looked lost. They looked tired. They didn't care. The game looked the exact same as it did under Tata. There was no change. And even later on, there was no change. This was not just Central American woes for Mexico. No, this was same stuff we've seen game after game after game since international football came back after the pandemic. So, the first 45 minutes to me was, if I'd give it a letter grade, was a D. It wasn't an F because they didn't allow a goal. Everything else was crap. So, in my book, was a D. It was a D. Not a minus, not a plus, D. You didn't fail, but had you done something else and added on to that performance, that crap performance, it would have been an F. Luckily, they didn't allow a goal. Second half, Johan Vasquez scores in the 64th minute. Free kick played in. Vasquez is ahead. He's onside, but he makes the run at the right time. He's unmarked. He taps the ball in and makes it 1-0, 1-0 Mexico in the 64th minute. Great tap-in goal, great worked goal by Mexico. They needed that. Then, soon after, they get a penalty. Santiago Jimenez takes it, puts it over the bar. It really should have been 2-0 at that point, but it wasn't. They had to wait till the 82nd minute to get through for another ball crossed in. Roberto Alvarado is right next to Danker Louis, and Danker Louis puts it in for an own goal. It was not Alvarado's goal. 2-0, 2-0 Mexico, and that's the way it would end. 2-0, 2-0. Mexico win. Not by the skin of their teeth. That would have been 1-0, but very unconvincingly, so to speak. Stats are as follows. 8 shots to 10, 5 shots on goal to 5, 41% possession to 59% possession, 255 passes to 396, 92% pass accuracy to 83% pass accuracy, 21 fouls to 25, 4 offside to 3, 1 yellow card to 2, 0 red cards to 0, 2 corners to 4. Here it is. For me, personally, here's what I think. Mexico did not play well enough. Diego Coca was promising a new era, a new day. They did not show that. They looked the same old Mexico that they were back at the World Cup, back before, all the way back to Denver in 2021. They looked like that Mexico. They looked like the Mexico that wore this shirt. Not the green shirt, this shirt. Because to some Mexican fans, it's a nightmare by the way they played and some of the losses they took in this certain shirt. It's still a beautiful shirt, but nonetheless. With that being said, Mexico does not look like they've changed at all. They haven't learned anything. The team does not look better. This looked like pretty much a Gold Cup squad at the very least, if not most of their best players. This was really an A- team. And it sucked. They were not good. Suriname outworked them for 45 minutes. Hell, you could say 60. And in the end, Suriname just looked like the team who wanted it more. I know it was at home for them, but they were playing under Aaron Vinter. He could have easily been the same way he was in 2012 and said, No, we're going to play them on the front foot, then get demolished. And no, I'm still pissed about that. With that being said, though, no, he's mellowed out in his older age and said, we're going to let them play to us. Defend. Get the ball against the run of play and pop it forward. So on and so forth. This is not the same Aaron Vinter that said 11 years ago, almost 11 years ago, hey, we're ahead at halftime of the second leg of a Champions League tie in CONCACAF away from home and said, let's not park the bus. Let's keep our heel on their necks. Yeah, that didn't work out. He learned his lesson from that, I guess. To be flexible, so to speak. But with that being said, Suriname looked great. Goalkeeping, great. Defensively, great. Offensively, they didn't really have anything, but they had a couple of shots. They did test Acevedo, so that's good news. Midfield looked pretty good. Suriname could definitely make the World Cup in 2026. I wouldn't be shocked if they did. But with that being said, you look at the game, and Mexico looks lost. They still look trash. They still look lost. They are not back. I don't want to hear with a 2-0 win over Suriname that they're back. You would have needed to win 5 or 6-0 for me to believe, yep, this team's different. This team is different. It is a new era. They're back. Mexico's good again. They're not. 2-0 doesn't make me believe anything. Maybe the Azteca against Jamaica will be better. But from what I've seen so far over this first 90 minutes of the Diego Coca reign, same thing we had under Tata with a new coat of paint. That's exactly what it was. You can't tell me that was good. That was a scrappy win at best, and it shouldn't have been. If Coca was true to his word of a new era, a better team, he wasn't. Because that game was a scrappy win that shouldn't have been a scrappy win. Legitimately, Mexico, good for Suriname. They could keep their heads held high. Honestly, in my book, they should keep their heads held high. They're not going to get relegated from this because of the expansion of League A due to Copa America qualifiers, Nations League serving as Copa America qualifiers for the CONCACAF side. They'll be in League A. They may have to go through the Gold Cup prelims, but I think they could handle that. We'll see what they get in their draw, of course, when that happens. I guess they'll draw that as well with a full Gold Cup on April 15th, 14th. I'll be live for it. Just got to check my schedule again. But with that being said, Suriname, you're in a good place right now. You're in a good place. You're getting better. You're growing. You're pushing forward. Things are getting better for Suriname. They will be a contender in qualifying for 2026. Maybe even for Copa America. Who knows? 2024. Who knows? But with that being said, Mexico, you look crap. You do. The FMF is a cluster of a federation and a cluster of a team. They will always be cronies. This does not change. This does not change until the directivos stop wanting to make money over the growth of the federation. Because it's not really growing, it's stagnant, but they want to make more money than actually grow the team and grow the federation. The carnyism in the FMF and Liga MX is putting Mexico in danger of falling off even worse. They did not learn their lesson at the World Cup. A new manager and some great words of, hey, this is a new era, I will do better, said Coca. No, you didn't. Nothing has changed. Not a thing. Nothing has changed. I could watch Saudi Arabia game and look to this, and you managed 2 goals against both. Coca should have done better here. There's no change It's a fresh coat of paint. That's it. Like, I could repaint my room and do nothing else. It's still the same room. A new coat of paint may be change, but it's not change. You get what I'm saying? It's a cosmetic change, not a stylistic change. You know what I'm saying? There we go. That's the better word. The stylistic. This deserves a paper pop. That was not the stylistic change we were promised from Diego Colca. That was a cosmetic change. And even then, it's really just he's on the touchline instead of Tata Martino. No changes. Paper pop. They got to do better. They got to do better, because I'll give them the Jamaica game, and I want to see what they do. And if they don't get better there, Nations League finals, depending if they make it, depending on what the result is, should at least be a draw. They would have to lose to get knocked out by Jamaica. Yes, they're going to the Gold Cup automatically. They do not have to go through qualifiers with this win. That's known. What isn't known is, are they going to the Gold Cup or the Nations League semifinals in Vegas? I don't know. They could still lose to Jamaica. Hallgrimsson has something to prove, and I actually would say I like Jamaica's possible changes more than I do Mexico's. At least Hallgrimsson is trying to make a stylistic change instead of just saying, I'm here to change things. I'm here to do better. It's not words, it's actions. And yes, are the actions great? Is the work great yet? No, but it takes time. Mexico, on the other hand, I don't see the actions. I only hear the words. And I don't believe those words from what I saw. You got a lot of work to do. And I don't think you're back. And I still think the U.S. and Canada are more favorited to win Nations League and Gold Cup this year, and maybe even be the teams in CONCACAF that do the best at Copa America next year. Mexico's got a lot of work to do. And I don't think they've done it yet, and I don't know if they will do it. Suriname, keep your heads held high. Mexico, you got work to do. You got work to do. Don't be flattered by words when you don't see the actions that follow the words. Words are words. Actions are actions. If you say what you do, you're on a level playing field. If you say something and don't do it, well, you're just talking noise, ain't you? With that being said, if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send super chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put some playlists. Yeah, you can watch this on the plane if you're on a plane. With that being said, put this in playlists. Share this with friends and family. All that great stuff. I shall see you tomorrow for a live watch along of USA versus Grenada. Grenada versus USA. And a review of that match. I'll see you tomorrow night. Tomorrow evening, I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. Mexico, do some work.